last evening I went for a birthday party. I know it's pandemic, but I didn't go far. Like I just went next house. You can even see the house. Like it's that one. आज हेलो टुडे वी अटेंडेड अ बर्थडे पार्टी. किसका बर्थडे?
मेरी मम्मा का
और मेरी दीदी का. अच्छा, आप किताबें पढ़ते हो ना?
हाँ जी.
तो आप हमें बता सकते हो व्हाई शुड वी रीड? हमें क्यों पढ़ना चाहिए?
मतलब मेरे हिसाब से रीडिंग आपकी थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी बढ़ाती है. इट इंक्रीजेज योर वोकैबुलरी. आपकी हेल्प करती है ग्रामर में. कितना मतलब हमारी कितनी नॉलेज बढ़ाती है. कितने वर्ड एज सच मुझे नहीं पता थे, बट मैं बुक्स रीड करती हूँ और जब मैं उनके वर्ड्स देखती हूँ
In the first vlog in this series, we'll be reading The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's a Victorian novel written by Robert Louis Stevenson, and it's a classical novel, and it's very short. It's only 130 pages long, and that's what we have to read today. There are some classics that you never end up reading. Like, even if you've been a regular reader or a voracious reader, there's some classics that you always have it in the mind ki I'll read it someday, but that day never comes. And for me, this book has been one of those, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I have not read any book by R.L. Stevenson. And, this is so famous that the words Jekyll and Hyde have entered into common usage. And I just checked today morning that Wikipedia informed me there are 120 film or TV adaptations of the novel. So it's like those great books, like Frankenstein or Pride and Prejudice, who are just like everywhere, popular culture. Even after like 100, 200 years of their writing, they're still very popular. I've been reading the book since morning, and I've just read around 50 pages, and it looks like this wonderful thriller, detective fiction kind of story, but I'm sure it's going to have a twist at the end, like it's just going to enter into some deeper philosophical questions before it ends. The story has reached a very pivotal point. It's like at the top of the dramatic moment. And, it's primarily about these two men. One who has performed audacious acts of evil. He has taken part in violence. And the other who is in the nature of goodness, like who personifies goodness. And we do not know who is who. And there is a confusion about the identity of the evil man. And he has gone missing. And this other man has gone into hiding, and what we're presuming is that they will appear as mirror images to each other. Perhaps they might be the same men. And it has all that scientific background which is part of Frankenstein, but it's built better than Frankenstein. It has more suspense, it has more curiosity built into it, and it's written well. I just finished reading the novel. It is pretty good. It's really good. And the last chapter, sometimes when a detective novel or a mysterious novel or a thriller builds up, the ending does not satisfy you. But that's not the case with this novel. It has a brilliant ending. And I'll talk to you about it more. I'll just gather my thoughts and have say a word or two about the novel at night. But it's good. It's good. This novel is a heavy concoction of medicine, madness, and mysticism. In European literature, there's a figure of a scholar, a scientist who seeks to transcend human reality through his knowledge. He uses medicine and technology to access a higher reality and yet succumbs to his basest instincts and mostly ends up as a monster. This is the story of Dr. Faustus, this is the story of Victor Frankenstein, and this is the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's a great novel, you should read it.
So you will tell everyone to read? You will ask
Yeah,
everyone should try reading?
should try
No.
reading.
Yay.
Must.